What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back. We are back. Hopefully, listen. Hopefully, the audio and all that synced up. You know what I'm saying? I hope we don't have no technical issues. But if we do, girl, I ain't redoing this video. I'm tired. I gotta work today, and I did work today. I gotta work tomorrow and Saturday. They are doing so many changes at my job. It don't make no sense with the schedules and stuff like that. So we gonna be working more weekends, and it's just gonna be a mess. But anyway, enough about me. Well, I had an eventful week. This week has actually been quite decent. You know, the highlight of my week was when I went to go take my Miss Girl test. You know what I'm saying? And it came back negative, so I was really proud about that. Sigh of relief. Kind of knew that it would, but you just never know with these type of things. You can be feeling great, and then all of a sudden you get something back, and then you find out that you was asymptomatic the whole time and didn't even know that. But I've been good. The weather has been nice. I hope everything has been good with you guys. So let's just go ahead and get into this new edition of what it is. So as we started off, we have to unfortunately listen. I'm not talking about it was a video of a killing and another shooting, at least two or three of them that happened that's being brought to our awareness that has recently happened, and footage of one has been released after it happened like months ago. Um, I will discuss that next week when more information gets out. And I just want this to be, because it's already going to start off heavy with the death of Chadwick Boseman. I don't want to go into that detail yet because I got to look it up and get more details on what exactly happened with those shootings because I'm just now seeing stuff about it. So, don't make it think like I'm just trying to avoid that just to avoid it. But I'm just want more information to give to you guys. And more information is steadily coming out. But like I said, yeah, unfortunately we got to start this episode, well, this video off with the unfortunate death of Chadwick Boseman. Girl, so I was doing my review for Love After Lockup, and I was in the process of editing it. And as soon as I got through clicking off of it and opening up my iMovie, I get well, actually in the middle of it, towards the last 30 seconds, I get a message from my sister. She hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I was like, first of all, I didn't even go on it. So if she's sending me something from there, it got to be important or whatever, or it got to be something that she sent on there. And I usually, for some reason, I said, let me go ahead and look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because usually I don't even check those messages all the time. But she sent something to me, and I looked at it, and I was like, what the? I was so taken aback. I was so blown away. I was not expecting that news. And I had to immediately go on Twitter to see what was going on, and everybody was just discussing it. I said, no, I cannot believe that this has happened. And it is so unfortunate that Chadwick lost his life, and then the way that he lost his life, and then it's like to see the things that he done. Chadwick was a phenomenal black actor. No, we're not just gonna say a black actor. He was a phenomenal actor. Okay, um, because he the way that he just gets himself involved in these roles, and the way that he can become these historical figures that he played and regular figures that he played. I think before the Five Bloods, the movie that I last seen of him was that he carried on his own, and he did a really good job, and you guys should watch it. It's 21 Bridges. That movie was so good, okay? And then I seen him in the Five Bloods, and he did a good job for his role that he was in that. Marshall, 42, of course, Black Panther, Get On Up, the James Brown story. He was playing all these people, all these characters, and he put his heart and soul. You can feel it. Like he became the role. He became who he was playing, you know, and he was one of those actors that you never heard anything bad about. All you heard was positive things, positive things. And so when his passing happened, can't believe that technically by tomorrow, most of you guys see this, it'll be a week that he passed away. you know, it's nothing but outpouring of love and support. And what really, really, really put him in the stratosphere of being that dude, okay, was when he played Black Panther. When he played Black Panther, a black superhero that gave voice to, you know, and life to a lot of young people, a lot of older people. Like, I'm so thankful that I get to live and I lived through an era where a movie came out and they got the perfect person to play him, play that character, and it impacted so many lives from adults to children on, not just the kids but the adults as well. Like, we was showing the fuck out for Black Panther when that happened. I never forget that. That is one moment in time that I will never forget. And I remember when Civil War, the Avengers Civil Wars came out, and when we first saw Black Panther, I went to the movies to go see that, right? This was me getting back into the Marvel movies or whatever. I went to the movies to go see Civil War. And when Black Panther showed up, and then he had the women guards at his staff. Okay, instead of it being men, he had the women. And that lady that came with that bald head, not the one in the movie, but girl, I was like, what? What? Not Michonne, but it was another one. If you watch Civil War, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I said, it was just him, his character, the way he portrayed himself. It stood out in that movie. Okay, it stood out in that movie to the point that the whole theater went up. Everybody was going up, whether you was black, white, or whoever. Everybody was just amazed. And that was just in Civil War. And so when Black Panther came along, you had so many people up in the theaters, you know, and I went to see it twice. You had so many people each and every time I went to go see it. It was just, you know, no empty seats. No empty seats anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And he did such a good job in the impact that he had, and to know that this man was sick. He was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016. Black Panther came out in 2018. He was in the process of going through chemo, going through probably a little bit of radiation, and other stuff or whatever, being sick and all that, and still had the courage, still had the strength, still had the gall to go ahead and to put forth all his effort into doing these movies that he did in the midst of being sick in these past 4 years. And and people probably don't think of it. I don't know if you probably understand what it's like to do things on chemo. I have a friend, and you guys know who I've mentioned her before, you know, and she's still in the process of dealing with the cancer that she's dealing with, and she's been dealing with it for approximately, yeah, about 4 years, the same time, you know, about the same length that he has. You know, sometimes cancer, it takes a while. If it gets out your system, it takes a while. And it's a long, drawn out, draining, exhausting process. Okay. And sometimes, most time, painful. Okay. The things that I've seen her go through, taking chemo, being exhausted to the point that as soon as she's done with chemo, she has to go lay down. She can't drive herself because that's how extreme exhaustion has set in on her, you know, and she's sleeping for hours, okay? Could sleep a whole day away. Can barely eat because you can't keep anything down. You're in pain. You're always throwing up. You know, you got the risk of losing your hair and losing your function, and, you know, other health problems coming on because of the chemo, you know, and it is tiring. It is sad to watch. You know, there's been time that she called me on the phone just out of it, and I'm calling just to check on her or whatever, just to make sure she's okay, make sure she's resting, make sure she got everything that she needs. And don't go through immunotherapy when, you know, they basically fuck up your immune system just to get better, okay? And you can't be around nobody. Oh, it's crazy. And the fact that, and this put her on her ass, and she's a young woman, okay? And the fact that this man was in his late 30s and he found out that he had colon cancer stage 3, okay? And you just heard all of what I just said my friend went through. And I'm pretty sure he went through the same thing, but he found some strength somehow to muster through all of that to go ahead and do what he had to do for these films and did not tell anybody. I bet you the only people that knew was his close family and friends, and they are loyal because nobody knew. This news never leaked. Nobody on the sets of his movies or anything knew that he was sick and suffering through this stuff. Surgeries, chemo, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And was just going on like a soldier. And what really pissed me off about this was I remember looking at one of the recent episodes of LeBron James show, The Shop, that comes on HBO. Look, 4 episodes here and there. Okay, and it's like 30 minutes long. He was on the episode. It was one with Tiffany Haddish was on there as well. And I remember posting this. I posted this. I took a picture of it, and it wasn't because of his weight loss, because I really wasn't looking at his weight loss, because he was sitting down. I couldn't really tell. I just thought it was the sweater was big on him, and that was just his style. It was his hair that was giving me problems, okay? I said, sir, what are you doing with this hair, okay? Now, I love a natural look, but baby, what is happening? It's a little, you need to trim it up a little bit, okay? Trim it up or brush it up or something. That's what I was talking about. But then it was another picture of something that came out, and he was small, and of course he made it to the shade room, and you know how the people are in the shade room, disgusting in the comments, okay? Now, I done made some jokes here and there, but I ain't never crossed the line where it's offensive, it's going after somebody. No, it's never that. And there comes a time where you have to just, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just to be quiet. They were calling him a crackhead. They were saying that he was on drugs. They were saying all this crazy stuff, making up jokes about his appearance because he has visibly lost weight. Then the last picture that I ever saw of him was, I don't know who took a snapshot of this. He was being wheeled to the hospital, and he was underneath a blanket, and you can tell that he did lose some weight. Something was wrong. Okay? And we didn't get a backstory as to what happened to that. That was literally recent. That was this year that I seen that. Probably like a couple of months ago or last month. That happened. Probably at the end of July, probably early August. Something like that. And to come to find out, and I remember speaking about it in my What It Is. I said, people being cruel, saying these jokes or whatever, you don't know what's going on with somebody. You never know. So you need to watch what you say. And then come to find out, this man been battling cancer. Stage 3 that went to stage 4 cancer for the past 4 years. Okay. And unfortunately lost his life. And, he was very optimistic about the fact that, and this came out saying that he was optimistic about the fact that he was going to beat this. He really thought he was gonna beat this, and they was about to start working on Black Panther 2, and I don't know. It's just it's really sad. Like his impact, looking at the press runs that he went through, the interviews, and how he had to suffer through that. He probably was tired as hell, and he never let on that something was going on. That's some true character right there. That is. Because I don't think I could do it. Bitch, I get a headache. I get a little headache, girl. Take me out. Okay? I'm ready to call off work. You know what I'm saying? Wow. All I can say is we just gotta, keep his family, keep his friends uplifted, keep them in our prayers, and just let his legacy live on. Don't even worry about Black Panther at this moment. Just let us soak it in that he has passed. Okay? Because I feel like it's too soon to be thinking about that. The Disney and the executives and movie theaters or whatever production companies, they thinking about that money that they probably gonna lose or whatever. But then again, probably gonna be once again one of the highest grossing movie again if Black Panther 2 come out, because people are going to see it in dedication to Chadwick. But yeah, you guys tell me how you feel about that. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. And Omari Hardwick. Let me tell you something. Ghost, stay ghost, okay? I want you to stop it. He posted this video of him, accepting the award or whatever, and then posted a little thing talking about something basically that he made the whole post about himself, about how, Chadwick told him that award is yours, it's always been yours, and, saying that he was his biggest competitor or whatever. I said, competitor where? Now, somebody said that he cleared it up and said, they used to go on the same auditions and stuff for the same roles, and that's what he mean by competitor. Fuck that, okay? I'm gonna have to call bullshit, okay? Because even just looking at the way that he acts and looking at the way that Chadwick acts, whether you was going on the same auditions or not, you ain't in no damn near same league as fucking Chadwick, okay? No, baby, your claim to fame is power, okay? That's it. I'm sorry, okay? And you talking about he let down the crown so you can pick it up, telling you, whispering in your ear to pick it up, in your dreams and stuff like that. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming, okay? Okay, that's what it is. Dreams aren't always true, right? Dreams are what we wish to happen, okay? That's what it is. Somebody gonna correct me in the comments. I don't care. That's my definition of what a dream is, okay? Something that we desire, something that we want to happen, and sometimes it just get a little loopy up in there. We just don't understand what the hell is going on. Maybe that's what happened. You had a little bit too much to drink that night, and it just came to you in a dream, and you just thought that that's what you wanted or whatever. I don't know, but he didn't tell you that you need to pick up his crown, because you would never. And I'm not trying to down another black man. I'm not trying to down it. I'm just trying to say what it is. Because if you look at Omari's filmography and you look at the roles that Chadwick has played, Omari, your stuff goes to BET, maybe to Netflix, maybe to DVD. And you'll have a supporting role in a movie that probably will go to the regular movie theaters. Okay? But it won't be about you. And then you'll get a TV role. Most people, before they knew you as Ghost on Power, they knew you as the married man that Mary Jane was fucking around with on Being Mary Jane, the movie. Not even the TV series, just the movie that first came out that spawned the TV series that you were not on. Okay? Calm that down. Calm that down. Quit. We got to stop making stuff about ourselves when stuff happens to other people. And we got to stop this illusion of grandeur when it's not needed. Okay? Okay. It's okay to think a lot of yourself, but we got to be realistic. It's cool to have goals, but we have to be realistic when it comes to somebody that's actually out there doing what you wish you could. I'm just saying. No shade. No shade. No shade. But a lot of y'all was thinking it, so I had to put it out there. I'm your mouthpiece, okay? For the shit that you want to say and you afraid to, because you might get backlash, bitch, I'm going to say it for you. There you go. Congratulations is in order to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry went from homelessness, abuse, sexual assault, all of that, just all the negative things that can happen in a childhood and one's adulthood when they trying to get to where they need to get to and thinking like a whole bunch of hopelessness, to a freaking billionaire. Listen. The last time I hooked up with Tyler Perry was when I went to go see Medea's farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? Gave me some free tickets, hooked us up on some good seats or whatever. It was a nice time. I am proud. Okay, now hook me up with a behind the scenes job or whatever. I see you got these shows and all this stuff, but it's in the age of Corona. I don't trust the fact, you got the shit set up so that people can, the way that he put out, listen, The Oval and Sisters, them two shows that he just came out with, them one of a couple of new shows that he did that's an hour long. Sisters literally just went off probably up in, March or whatever. It's coming back for a second season in October. They filmed Sister in 2 weeks. They filmed The Oval probably up in 2 weeks too. I said, no, what we not going to do, okay, I don't know if I have that type of work ethic, but if it comes down to it, I make it, bitch. That shit is amazing, okay? And shut up, because I know somebody's thinking some stuff. I'm thinking it too, but I'm not gonna say that, because bitch, you ain't trying to fuck up my opportunity. But somebody gonna be in the comment like, bitch, I called it. Yes, we all called it just like that, okay? But boom mics and all. Ooh! Y'all remember looking at A Fall from Grace when all them that white man was sitting back there eating and wasn't eating nothing on that. He was like this. Wasn't nothing in the cup. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's Tyler Perry shit for you, though. Anyway, let me stop. Congratulations, sir. I'm glad we can lighten the mood. Okay, and then let's get into congratulations to Monica and Brandy. Listen, would y'all go to a Monica and Brandy concert? And don't say, so Monica can headline. Both of them can take different nights of headlining. That's how you do shit mature way, okay? Because they're both stars, okay? But here's my thing. I would like to see it. But see, people have to be mature. It'll probably be I don't want it to turn out to be like a rap concert and fights break out between the stands because, it's the stands that's keeping up the drama between them. And they done been past that stuff. And y'all the one that's keeping it up. I mean, we done said some jokes. It was cute or whatever. It's funny. Ha ha ha. But, most of us don't mean it. We mature enough to understand, to let shit go. Some of y'all, not so much, okay? But yes, congratulations are in order for Brandy and Monica because their verses has been the top verses ever. We saw if you watched on Instagram Live for the verses, we saw that it had got at its peak 1.2 million. And at its lowest, it was like 800 some thousand. That was when they went on the break. And then it came back up to 1.1. Okay. I ain't never see a verses where they cut it off and it came back where it went back to the exact number that it was or more. Okay. That's what they did. And then come to find out, I forgot that they were streaming it on other platforms as well, Apple and all this other stuff. All those views put together from the different platforms that they were streaming this versus on totaled out to over 6 million viewers. They said that's more than what the MTV VMAs got this year. Over 6 million views. Wow. That is phenomenal. Two black women, two classic 90s black women that just get better with time. Like, are you serious? We are doing a damn thing. Speaking of verses, who would y'all like to see next? I wouldn't mind to get the little white boys and the white girls, the little pop girls. I shouldn't say the white boys, white girls. The pop girls in there and the pop boys up in there. Because I would love to see an NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys. I got NSYNC all day. I do like both of them. Once again, I like both of them. But I'm more so because NSYNC just seems like a younger feel for me. Backstreet Boys just seem a little bit older, even though they probably in the same age range. You know what I'm saying? But I always gravitated towards use your love and devotion. Bye, bye, bye. Let me start. Oh my God, we're back again. No. I want it that way. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay, we get NSYNC and we get Backstreet Boys. We get Britney Spears and we get Kristen Adler. Free Britney, okay? That conservatorship bullshit that's going on, free that bitch, okay? She needs to, Jesus, it's crazy. Went down a loophole on that shit, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening? But once she get free, do Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, okay? And then we come back over to the black side. Y'all said y'all want Keisha Cole and Ashanti. I don't know. Can y'all... First of all, I was about to say fuck Keisha Cole, but I'm not going to do that. Congratulations to Keisha Cole. She finally out of her divorce that she was with Booby. You know what I'm saying? They've been going through a divorce for the past 5 years, and they came out that mug clean. They was like, I don't matter how long it's going to take, but we going to come to some conclusion that going to work for both of us. And they came out of it clean. And when I say clean, no spousal support from neither one of them, no child support from neither one of them, and everything is just all to the good. I said, well, geez, okay. Hey, and they fine with it. That's a good thing. But if it was Keisha Cole versus Shanti, who y'all got? And then I seen something said Jennifer Hudson versus Fantasia. First of all, what hits does Jennifer Hudson got? She probably got a couple here and there, but she ain't got a catalog like Fantasia, okay? Fantasia. And that's disappointing as hell because I don't know who was working on Jennifer Hudson's music and her stuff. Like, the shit that she put out, literally forgettable. Because I cannot, I think Spotlight... whatever song that was, but I know more Fantasia songs than I know a Jennifer Hudson song, okay? But oh my God, it'd be so much screaming up in the room if them two got in together. earplugs. Turn the volume down. But no, who y'all got? Put down in the comments who y'all. If you do Mary J. Blige versus Faith Evans, would that work? Mary J. Blige versus Faith Evans. Somebody said Lil Kim and Foxy, but them two still don't see it for each other. I'm pretty sure when Foxy was doing all that shading, because you know Foxy was on Nas' new album, which was good, King's Disease. He said, "Bitch, y'all got the gout." Okay, if y'all don't know, King's Disease means the gout. Okay. She was coming out, you know, subliminally tweeting and talking about people, but I don't know. Quit seeing Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. That ain't even the same era. Okay, that ain't even the same era. Lil Kim was the it bitch back in her era. Nicki Minaj is the it bitch in her era. Okay, stop that shit. All right. At this point, ain't nobody that can go up against Nicki right now. We ain't got nobody that's a competitor like that. Okay. Who in the guys? You know, T.I. so he wanna go against 50 Cent so bad. I don't get it. But you know, I want to see 50 and Ja Rule, but 50 don't want to go against Ja Rule. I don't understand. Y'all both got hits. Y'all both got hits, and y'all can say shit about Ja Rule, but Ja Rule got him some hits on there, and he put out quality albums, okay? In his peak, he put out quality albums. Girl, what would I do without my baby? You know what I'm saying? That nigga was hidden, okay? But yeah, y'all put down in the comments some of the people that y'all would like to see do a versus, white or black, pop or whatever genre, okay? Moving on from that. More congratulations are in order to the new couple, Niecy Nash Betts, okay, or Carol Denise Betts, and Jessica Betts. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was shocked just like everybody else, okay? Like, I literally, you know, I followed somebody that was following me that, you know, told me that they were supporter of the show. And shout out to my girls from the show, okay? Tiffany and Tanea, please subscribe to their YouTube channel, Beysten87, Beysten 87, okay? And follow them on you know, get their information off of there. And you know, if you follow Courtney Kemp, the creator of Power, you know, she's going to be doing a live Q&A or whatever with them. They're going to be doing a little thing talking about Power, because y'all know Power Book 2, Ghost, whatever, comes back on Sunday. I'm going to put a poll up to see if y'all want me to do that, because I really didn't want to review it, but I might do it, you know, depending on if the demand is there, if y'all really gonna watch, or because I'm not gonna waste my time. But anyway, y'all already know how I feel about Tyreek. They're doing a little Instagram live situation about the Power stuff, whatever. So that's supposed to be happening tomorrow around 7, 8 o'clock, you know, 5 p.m. or whatever. Shit, like, go on Courtney Kemp's you know, Instagram. She got it posted on there, okay? Tiffany and Tanea. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Them my girls. You know, congratulations. That's big. That's big. I'm so happy for them. But what was I saying? Niecy Nash. Niecy Nash and Jessica Beck. Oh no, I was saying somebody. I said my gaydar, it must be broken. Okay, it must be broken. It must be in need of repair, because somebody that recently, like one of the recent people that I follow on my Twitter, because I haven't followed anybody in a long time, and the pandemic has been, you know, listen, Ashley trying to put herself out there, whatever. And I ain't getting no bites or whatever. So I'm just gonna lay back and just sit back and do me or whatever, and let it come to me or whatever, like I've been doing, because that's the only thing that's been working. But because I ain't got no game or whatever. But she responded to one of my tweets, whatever, and I was like, Shawty, that's you up in the. I was like, oh, okay, she decent, she cute or whatever. You know, my ass thinking like, damn, I hope she's gay or whatever. Girl, the bitch straight. I said, ain't that about a bitch? I feel some type of way. I said, damn, is my gator broken? But when it's films, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's one of the things that I have a trouble with. And I think a lot of studs have a trouble with, especially if you're not around, or I should say a lot of dominant women, masculine women that's in a lesbian world. If you are not feminine, like you could tell when a masculine woman is gay, okay, it's a lesbian. But when it comes to like the film, films can be like girly, And they can either be gay or straight, and you just don't know. And that's why a lot of us don't really hit out on films or whatever, because we don't want to offend if you're not gay. We don't know if you get, girl, it's a mess. And that's why I just be like, girl, if y'all like me, just hit me up. Okay, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just laid back in the cut because, you know, my gaydar broken. Because, bitch, I didn't see this coming. Okay, Niecy Nash and Jessica from Chi-Town. I said, oh, shit. And I'm sitting here like, the name sounds familiar as hell. It was like one of those flash from the past. Okay, and I said, where did I see that bitch from? I go on her Instagram because the post went up. They look beautiful at their wedding. And I was like, Jessica Biel. She had a song on the Big Mama House soundtrack, I believe. And she also won with Missy Elliott back in the day. 2000 something, early 2000 something. She had a reality show called Rose to Stardom. Okay, that's when Mona Sky Young was a judge, and Mona Sky Young didn't look like Mona Sky Young. Mona Sky Young, you know, the Mona Sky Young that we see now. It was she glowed up. She glowed up from there, okay? And Jessica was on there. It was a singing competition and all that stuff, and she won it, okay? And we just didn't really, and then I seen her on the Big Mama House soundtrack, and then we ain't hear nothing else from her, okay? And I know on the Big Mama House soundtrack, they tried to film her up and everything, and I said, no, that bitch is she a butch, okay? She a stud, you know what I'm saying? So don't do that, you know? And then to find out that Niecy Nash and her are together, I was like, what is this? What is this? Where did this come from? The last time I heard, Niecy, you was getting a divorce from your husband and y'all just got a divorce. Okay, mind you, y'all just got a divorce in December. Okay, and everybody's like, but wait a minute, how? That was like 6-7 months ago. What's going on? 6-9 months ago, you just got a divorce. What's happening? It ain't even been a whole year. Girl, listen, either because I believe they met on the set. It's a video going around where you see Niecy Nash. You know, she's in his wedding dress, and we see Jessica with the guitar just serenading her and all this stuff, and they singing a song, Catch Up, and Niecy's singing it too. That is not, because people trying to say that was from Jessica saying at her wedding to her husband, the ex-husband. No, that was from a scene. That was when they was on set at Claus, because Jessica was actually the wedding singer on Claus, one of the episodes of Claus. So I'm assuming that they met on that set. That's how they met. I don't want to assume that something popped off then, and Niecy had something going on with her while she was in the midst of dealing with her issues with her husband, and they were still married. But it looked a little fishy. I ain't gonna say it, but I just said it. It looked a little fishy. But then again, it's lesbians. It's bisexual women. If Niecy is bisexual, maybe she probably is lesbian. That's the reason why both her marriages to men didn't work out. You know, she went from sucking dick every day to now sucking on the strap. Bitch, listen, what's going on? Let me tell you how lesbian works, though. Lesbian work like this, okay? Y'all think this shit is fast. That's true. In the lesbian world, a lesbian couple can meet each other, get introduced to each other on Monday, and this is all in the span of a week. On Monday, they meet up. Hey, how you doing? You look good or whatever. You know, you want to go on a date? Yeah, daddy, I do that. Okay, cool. Wednesday, they living together. Friday, they're married. That's just how it is. In the span of a week. Bitch, we move fast. That's what they call you hauling. They move fast. Now, I don't move fast like that. I don't believe in that shit, bitch. I gotta get to know you. Okay, I'm just exaggerating, but I'm just showing y'all. We move fucking fast for some fucking reason and still be together for a long time. It works. Sometimes. Okay? The gays, on the other hand, girl, if they together more than 3 months, that's like 10 years in gay year. Okay? It is. Those are the stereotypes that we have to deal with. But I was just surprised. But, you know, congratulations. Wow. And then she posted a post, I guess when she got finally got divorced, and somebody pulled it up, and she was in this white like leotard suit or whatever, looking like wedding white or whatever. And she was like, finally free. And then the hashtag was the initials for if you know, you know. And I was like, so damn, she probably was trying to tell us then that, you know, not only is she free from her marriage, she free to be herself now. I was like, oh, bitch, we got another one. Let me tell you something. I feel like most of Hollywood and most of the industry is gay or bisexual. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But y'all make it seem like it's something wrong with it. That's why people can't come out here and live their truth. But okay. Congratulations to the new couple. I hope you treat her well, Jessica, because we not tolerating that. All right, we not tolerating no bullshit. Don't do that. Okay, you gotta represent Chicago well. You know what I'm saying? Dancing with the Stars new people, they didn't came out with the new people that's gonna be on there. I don't watch this. Tyra Banks is now the new host. Okay, I don't know how this gonna work. Or people, people be loyal to whoever the host been for years or whatever. Tom Bergeron or whatever his name was. And so we'll see how this work with Tyra Banks being the host. And one of the, they got Carol Baskin is one of the contestants. You got Nelly. Okay. You got Nee from Catfish. You got Jenny Mai from The Real. Sky Jackson, Charles Oakley, some other people. But then you put Carol motherfucking Baskins in there. Didn't she kill her husband, allegedly? Huh? How was she? Girl, ain't she supposed to be on trial or something? Don't they supposed to have her locked up or something? What if in the middle of the competition they get some... Ooh, I just might watch. Because what if some drama go down in the middle of the competition? Because most of the stuff be live. And they find out some stuff. And then she get arrested or whatever. That'd be scandalous. But anyway, y'all tell me, hey, Carol Baskin. Y'all ain't had nobody else? Okay. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Just to let y'all know, Sister season 1 through 6. Those series is on Netflix right now. Get to watching. Hazel E and goddamn Masika got into a fight after they tried to record this whole little conversation thing that they be doing on Zeus. A1 and Lyrica did it. Nobody really talked about that. Princess Love and Ray J did it. They was the first couple that did it. They no therapist on set, no guards. I ain't gonna say no guards, but nobody intermediary or whatever. It's just them talking raw or whatever. And if you don't remember, Hazel E and Masika used to be cool when they first was on Love and Hip Hop, but then Hazel E found out Masika was fucking a nigga that she was fucking at one point. That's back when Hazel E was even more delusional, when she was messing around with Young Bird and she thought that Young Bird was her man, and she literally didn't realize that she was just a side piece, okay, just a booty call, just a jump off or whatever. And ever since then, they've been throwing jabs at each other, and they got into a freaking fight. They talking about each other's kids, talking about each other's bodies, and it's just a mess. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm bored. That ain't even enough for me to... I still haven't gotten Zeus. None of that hood... Like, I think I'm becoming desensitized to it, or I'm becoming over it, because none of that hood red shit that be coming on Zeus has made me... Even Chance, is his name Chance? He from Real and Chance, he got a new show coming on Zeus, a dating show, and I still don't feel like getting Zeus. It just don't interest me no more. I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Tahiri came out talking about, once again, about the abuse that she suffered at the hands of Joe Budden, and he's already going through the issues that he's going through with his podcast, being on Spotify, not getting the best deals or whatever. Or Spotify trying to play him and all that stuff, trying to buy his, he's not trying to sell his podcast and all this messed up mess or whatever. I hope he figured it out. But, she came out saying that, it was an abusive relationship. He broke his nose. She got fractured rib from it at one point. He threw her down a flight of steps, and then he comes out and said, no, you got that broken nose from some other dude that you got into it with, that you called me up and told me about, and you were the one that was abusive to me. Now you up here just trying to get some, attention and all this stuff, whatever. Truth be told, I believe both of them, okay? I believe both of them. I believe they were both abusive to each other. That's point blank period on that one, okay? And Tahiri has always said that Joe had, been abusive to her, but yeah, they both was abusive to each other. Moving on from that, Uber, for my Uber people, they about to start this thing where if you try to get an Uber, you gotta send a picture of you, wearing a mask or whatever before you can request a ride. I said, why? Why? And I'm all here for wearing the mask, and I would be all here for this, but some of the Uber drivers don't even wear masks themselves, okay? And I've been in a couple of them. And one girl literally asked me, do you want me to wear a mask or not? I said, I got a mask on my face, bitch. Put your mask on too. What are you talking about? Do you want me to wear a mask or not? Yes, I want you to wear a mask. It says when I get a fucking Uber that I'm supposed to confirm that I agreed to wear a mask. So I would expect my goddamn Uber driver to have on a mask too. Okay? I'm sitting here like, what? It's a good thought, but if your drivers ain't gonna always comply with the rules, how you think why you expect the passengers to? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is doing a reunion special that's going to tape September 10th, which is the anniversary of the first airing, I believe, when it first aired. And then it's going to air on HBO Max because the whole series of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is on HBO Max if you have it. It's going to air sometime around Thanksgiving. Girl, I know Original Unvib is pissed. Because you know they ain't calling her ass. You know they ain't calling her ass. But anyway, I'm going to check it out. LaToya Luckett. So she did a recent interview and she was just talking about the things, how God played a part in her life and getting back on track and how things were difficult for her when she first left the group or got kicked out the group of Destiny Childs. She said she was staying at an extended stay hotel at one point. She was couch surfing, and at one point she was living in a car, eating microwavable noodles, oodle noodles, okay, cup of noodles. You know what I'm saying? It took for her and she was like, she was recording her first album while sleeping in her car for a few days, and then going to an extended stay hotel. And then she got the call to come in and audition. And then that she got the role for that movie, The Preacher's Kid, that came on TV, I think BET, and that, I guess, financially put her in a place where she can get out of that extended stay and it opened up more opportunity. You just never know. I was sitting here like, girl, what was going on that you then you ain't had no money saved up? She was like, she was 18 at the time. And I'm not surprised at this because Kelly Rowland had also said something about the fact that she almost went broke too. As much success as she didn't have in Destiny Child, she almost went broke because of frivolous spending and not knowing how to budget and buying up stuff that, she thought she needed, but she really didn't. And, buying this home and buying that home and you didn't have enough money to pay for it. So, shit can't happen. So I'm not going to put it past that, financially she got screwed. That's what it is. And then Matthew was the manager. So he stole from his own daughter. So there you go. But, anyway. Bitch, the fact that they, I hold grudges. I feel like I realized that because I couldn't do it. Like, to this day, I wouldn't be talking to you. You cheated on my mom. You did this to us. You did this to us also. And then you cheated with my sister's friend too and got her friend pregnant. Bitch, fuck that. Daddy my ass. Daddy my ass. God damn. I'm sorry to have to put that out there. And Beyonce's birthday tomorrow. Oh, I don't mean to do that. Yvette, fast forward all this shit. Don't show this stuff. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Usher, who is 41 years old, and his girlfriend, record executive Jen Godicia or whatever. Girl, she 37. I put that out there because usually Usher go for the older girls, okay? His ex-girlfriend was older than him. His ex-wife was 10 years older than him. You know what I'm saying? Who also is the mother of his two sons. Come to find out, him and his new girlfriend, they're expecting a baby. I didn't even know he had a new girl, okay? And here's the stupid thing that everybody keep on saying. But I thought he was burning down there. I thought he had genital herpes or something like that. Do you know that you can still use your penis and still use your vagina if you have certain things like that as long as you're taking your medicine and there is no flare-ups and you're being safe? That's not going to stop you from getting pregnant and, getting somebody's pregnant or getting pregnant or passing it on. As long as you're taking medication for it, you're using protection for it, you're not having a flare-up when you have those flare-ups especially, and you're doing shit unprotected. Yes, you can pass that shit along. But other than that, you can still have sex safely And you can still safely get somebody pregnant or get pregnant if you have those STDs. Go back to biology class or Google. Okay? Just because he has a leaky dick doesn't mean that he has a leaky dick all the time. All right? All right. Allegedly. Anyway, moving on from that, like I said, Book of Power 2 comes on this Sunday. I'm going to put a poll up on my YouTube community page to see if y'all really want me to hit it up. Hit it up and tell me what y'all want. Pastor John Gray, I spoke on this last week about him being caught up, trying to fuck around on his wife. Girl, of course he denied it at first, trying to say that it was scammed and, he was trying to be set up and trying to be taken advantage of and all this stuff. Now a video come out of him trying to apologize to his wife in front of the whole congregation about how he sinned and, he's just a man of God and all this stuff and blames his shortcomings and now claiming that he going to therapy. This the second time you done did this shit publicly. And ain't no telling how many times you done did this all together. And the sad thing about it is, she gonna stay. Because she still needs that status and she don't want that. But bitch, I cannot. No, you're not gonna publicly humiliate me like this, okay? That everybody's talking about it and I'm gonna be the dumb bitch that stay. One time, maybe. Okay? And that's a big ass maybe. Two, girl, please. I'm out the fucking door for real. Okay? No, it just wouldn't be me. But anyway. Interesting story. We didn't know that Rachel Dolezal had a cousin out here that was out here catfishing niggas, or I should say blackfishing niggas as well. Okay. An associate professor named Jessica Krug, at George Washington University came out. She's an author as well. She teaches about the politics, the ideas, and culture or whatever. Cultural practices in Africa and African diaspora, I should say. She admitted finally that after all these years, she's been living a lie, trying to say that she was Afro-Latina, black, with Caribbean roots, African Caribbean roots or whatever, and she was from the Bronx. Come to find out, she's actually a white Jewish girl that was born living in Kansas City, a suburban city in Kansas City. I was like, what the hell is going on? First of all, I looked at the girl and I could see a little bit how people can think that she probably was just a light-skinned black girl or a light-skinned Hispanic or whatever. But I should say Latino or whatever, Latina. But at the same time, I'm like, what is the purpose? Why? She said, I'm going to cancel myself. I'm not a culture vulture. I'm a culture leech. Yes, I don't get it. I really don't get it because at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with being an ally to African Americans, to Africans, to black folks, to Latinos, to Latinas, to the Hispanic. There is nothing wrong with being an ally and being yourself. There is nothing wrong with you learning about the culture so you can understand and want to, teach or whatever to other people what you learn. There is nothing wrong about that by doing it in your own body, okay? In your own skin, in your own skin tone. Bitch, we are not in the 1900s. We are not in the 1800s when niggas could pass for white and they out here trying to pass for white so that they can get better opportunities. That was a reason that they did that. It was self-hate sometimes and because they trying to get better opportunities and get through life, okay, to support their family. But you, bitch, what was the point? What was the point? Girl, Rachel Dolezal, come gather your cousin, okay? We ain't got time. And the last thing I want to say is Rihanna's documentary that she spent over 4 years, documenting and doing. I already told you what it is ago that, she had this documentary coming out with Amazon Prime, I guess, videos. And they said that it's set to be released in the summer of 2021. Well, at least we got a date for that, because, bitch, I'm pretty sure the next album ain't gonna be out by then either, too. If that shit come out before that documentary come out, baby, I'm gonna be so surprised. But anyway, you guys tell me how you feel about this video. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Please be safe. Have a good time. And please wear your mask. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Wakanda forever.